Hello, it's time to push the right button. Welcome to the webinar. My name is Tobias Eberle. I'm the CEO of Data Migration Services, and I would like to introduce our topic in the next couple of minutes. So at the moment, companies are heavily in the process to implement the digitalization, the products, in order to move this business ahead. And we support this kind of initiatives, moving the data to a digital core since, I would say, more than 23 years now. The company has really started here implementing the first projects here in Switzerland, where the approach was to migrate data from a mainframe system to a client-server technology in SAP, and the approach was only to move the needed data to the new system, and there was also the question what to do with the not migrated data. And Thomas Filer, the owner and founder of the company, implemented a solution where you can access those historical data outside the legacy systems. And this is exactly the topic very much companies do need at the moment with the upcoming S4 HANA switch. And this approach is quite interesting because you can reduce the IT operational cost by 80%, you can lower the effort for the data migration by 50%, and you have 100% access to historical data, which ultimately leads to a compliant implementation. And at the beginning it was a framework approach, and in 2008 we decided to implement a standard software, and now this year we launched the JiVS Information Management Platform for the preparation of the S4 implementation wave. And this new platform do provide significant benefits. It can load the data from an ECC system really with a push of the button. It has over 2,000 predefined objects to access the data. It has a certification regarding IDV PS880. We are supporting multiple cloud and databases, and the platform is quite open for any kind of external or other component like big data or IoT and others. And it lastly managed the GDPR requirements with the inbuilt retention manager. Yeah, and this platform, or the JiVS software we call it, is used in big companies, in small companies, in really every industry. We have partners, global ones like a DXC, or local ones like HR Campus, who are helping us in implementing and selling the software. But we have also partners like SAP, who are very important for us in the upcoming time. And SAP is also quite interesting in using or leveraging this approach for their own customers because of those huge benefits we can provide. And lastly, Gartner, the IT analyst, has also confirmed that our approach is really game-changing when you switch to the S4 HANA platform. Yeah, and we have almost over 1,000 implementation worldwide, so the solution is really proven and stable since a very long time. Yeah, let's take a little look on the stakeholders we are addressing. Let's start with the CEO. The CEO is responsible for transforming the company into a digital world, helping to improve the products and growing the business, but also looking for merger acquisition opportunities that's in his mind. No? The CIO is mainly responsible to implement those digitalization strategies, and one element is definitely the S4 HANA as the foundation for the digital core. And there's also some headache regarding the stop of the support for the ECC and R3 world by 2025. This is also something that the CIO have to deal with. And on the other side, through the agility in the business, also applications and processes must be agile, and so there is a high dynamic in this process and application world. But what we also see is there is on the data side, the opposite is the case. Data needs to kept longer, and they must be stable. Let's look on the CFO. The CFO is mainly looking to money here, and what we also see is that the costs for maintaining existing IT systems, because they're adding and adding new systems everywhere, the companies are increasing, but the budget is remaining. So in other words, the money for operating the existing systems is eating the whole IT budget. And is this a message from us? No, it's confirmed by Capgemini that 50% of the systems in a large enterprise company can be decommissioned. That means this money is really here eaten by systems who are candidates to be decommissioned. Yeah, what else is key at the moment? Cybersecurity. Nobody can say, no, I don't care. It's a must do. Yeah, you have no other choice. The same with GDPR and other regulations which are impacting every company, and there is no excuse. You have to do it to be compliant. All right. Yeah, let's take a look on the right approach. If there is a right approach, there is also a wrong approach, how we see the world. On the left-hand side, you see traditional companies when they introduce new systems like new SAP or other systems, they just migrated all the data to the new one, and the same again and again. And by doing this, the system is getting more and more big and complex, and the data ballast is getting more and more. And on the other side, those old systems, they have to be kept also for compliance and business reasons. They are then sitting in a so-called shadow IT. We call it legacy systems, which must be operated because in a transformation from one system to another, the data structure has changed so significantly that the revision do only accept these legacy systems for the revision itself. And let's speak a little bit about these legacy systems. These are old technologies, maybe old SAP R3s or Oracle's JD Edwards or maybe mainframes. And these systems are, first of all, hard to manage. They are based on a very old technology. And when you look on the security requirements coming from cyber security, it's really very hard and very difficult to meet these security requirements with old technology. Also, people who know how these systems work, they are leaving maybe the company, are no longer around. And last but not least, to implement GDPR with those old systems is a nightmare, or I would say nearly impossible. So this is why we talk about the right approach, the bimodal model. It's quite simple. One element is when you introduce a new systems, you only migrate the data you really need into the new environment. These are typically the master data in best quality, but also the open items you need into the new application. And by reducing this amount of data, you don't blow up the systems. You have a agile and smart operative application at the end of the day. But now the question is what to do with the data which has not been migrated, and therefore the JiVS platform can also help by loading the whole data to the JiVS platform. We always take all the data to meet the compliance requirements, and we are eliminating these legacy systems to really eliminate the cost, the risk, and to have a easy possibility to access the data in the future with the JiVS platform, to meet the cybersecurity on one single platform instead of multiple and different systems in the past. So and by doing this, we have here a line. We are saying we are separating the operational data and the historical data, and this is a fundamental element which we think is important in every company as a strategic element. When you introduce something, you have also to deal with to get something rid of. No? And this is why we think this is an architectural element where every company can benefit, no matter if it is in regard to SAP or to any other kind of application. All right. Then let's take a look on how it works when you switch to S/4HANA. First of all, we recommend to do a housekeeping before you move. Get rid of the existing legacy systems to release the money, to release the resources, and to clean that up. This is a potential first step where all the historical data then are stored on the JiVS Information Management platform. Yeah, and secondly, you have to think about which data shall be migrated to S4, and therefore you can load existing ECC data to the platform as well, to the JiVS IMP, and start then thinking about to identify and design and transform this data into the new world. With identify, we mean to identify the right data or the company codes, the plans, which materials and which transactional data shall be migrated on a high level, which is very important at the beginning to do this very quick and very fast, because those data reduction is improving maybe the business case, because you need less hardware, you need less software license cost, you have better or lower implementation cost, and it improves at the end of the day the business case. Once this is more or less clear, you can go into a detailed design phase where the data cleansing and all these things are defined on an item level. And last but not least, you can then transform the data into the target S4, C4 application with your choice of a transformation component. At the end of the day, you have now the S4 implementation done, and with a smart approach, and you have, and this is very important for especially those business people, you have then always access to the data you have not migrated to S4, because they are sitting in the JiVS information platform for over the next decades. No? And it's also then about the retention management to delete personal data. You have with us one single layer. This is the JiVS information platform, where you can manage the retention rules, the life cycle, and you can also delete these personal data when needed. No? And this approach, by the way, is helping really to lower the TCO costs for the SAP S4 by up to 25%. So it's really impacting the whole project heavily. And this is also important to know that the part here in the middle, which we have colored in white, is really a free of choice approach, and you can use therefore the T-Bone software from SAP. You can use SAP Landscape Transformation or other partners we are also partnering with. So in a M&A case, the same approach can be also very valuable, that you only hand over data really needed, and to provide the historical data in a platform like JiVS. In the banking environment, SAP is maybe not so in the focus, but banking applications are like Eberle are in the case the same approach, the same story. And if you want to do just a pure decommissioning project, like a housekeeping project, yes, there is just the JiVS component really needed to meet these requirements. Yeah, and what we do at the moment is we're trying to communicate those benefits out in the market, because we think every company who is facing the upcoming S4 implementation really should consider this as an option to get out the best value. And so we're writing articles, we are going to the Sapphire now, we are going to other exhibitions, we are talking to Gartner, we are doing social, we are doing videos, we are trying really doing a lot that everybody who is working in this SAP ecosystems is aware about our unique approach. All right, I'm at the end of this webinar. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or Thomas Weiler. He is the owner and the founder of the company. Thank you very much, and thank you for your attention.